Shalom, shalom, Israel. Back today was Let's Talk. Let's Talk Israel. Not gonna be a long lesson, it's more like a conversation lesson. So the topic will be let eat meat, Israel, for the spirit is hungry. So today we're gonna get into talking about Yeshua when he was on his walk, doing his walk, the things he did on his walk. So, not gonna hold you long. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna come out of Philippians chapter 2. And we're gonna be reading verses 5 through 8, but we're gonna break down verses 5 through 8. So not gonna be long, Israel. We're gonna get right to it. I hope everyone doing well. Hope everyone having a great day. You know, today is a pretty good day for me. I'm at JLB as usual, but hey, you got to get it in when the words say come on and get it. You got to get it. So we're going to get into Philippians chapter 2. And I will start at verse 5. So let's talk. This is how your mind should be, Israel. How your mind should be. Let's get into it. Philippians chapter 2, verses 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yeshua. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Israel, because you know a lot of people say a lot of different things, but I want to get into that. So we're gonna go to Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. But we're gonna talk about a few other more verses in this Roman 8 too also. So I'm about to ease to that. Roman. Oh, good old Roman chapter 8. So we get into it, Israel. Verse 6. For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. So we got to have a spiritual mindset, Israel. We got to have that. You know, to walk as Yeshua walked, like the Father wanted him to walk, you must have that spiritual mindset like he had and still have to this day. We got to stop, you know, rocking and rolling. We got to, you know, get this word right. You know, it's this song I'm going to say, you know, and it's early in the lesson. Y'all know I don't normally go in like this early in the lesson. I was listening to this song yesterday, and I tripped out, you know, because I was thinking about Israel, you know, and the name of the song was Secret Lovers. So as y'all know, I'm about to get into it. So the song was like, he was like, secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. So, okay, by me saying that, we got too many secret lovers in the truth. And when I mean secret lovers, that means you loving them other nations, you loving the other doctrines of the other nations, you loving doctrine of other people within Israel. So y'all got to stop being them secret lovers. See, them secret lovers gonna get you a place that you don't want to be with that brimstone and fire. Oh, that will be waiting on you. So with that said, where I don't want nobody to burn, but we know 2/3 got to. I'm trying not to be part of that 2/3. I hope y'all trying also. I'm praying for you like I'm praying for myself. Like the Father say, hey, you care about your people, you let them know the truth. And that's what I'm trying to do out here in the venue, y'all. So y'all got to stop being them secret lovers. Yeah, that's what y'all. So you got to stop being them secret lovers. So I'm gonna read some more in this chapter real quick, and I'm start at verse. Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 5. So I just want to read some. All right. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. That means you gotta have that spirit mind. You gotta do things of the spirit. That means follow law, statute, commandments. What the Father gave to his Son to do, and the Son gave to us to do. So let's keep reading. We're gonna skip verse 6 because we just read it. So let's ease on to verse 7. Because the carnal mind is irritant against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be. See, that's thinking with a worldly mindset. Carnal mind is an enemy to the Father. He don't deal with worldly minds. He only deal with spiritual mindset. Let's keep reading. Let's ease on down, verse 8. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please Yah. You can't please him with that carnal mind, that worldly mind. He ain't trying to hear that. You saying prayers, they bouncing right back down, he in your face. But you ain't got that spiritual mindset, so you ain't got discernment to see that. So let's keep going. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so, be that the spirit is of Yah dwelling in you. Now if any man have not the spirit of Yeshua, he is none of his. That means you ain't none of his. And when you ain't none of his, you know who you are. You are that devil seed, Satan seed, 2/3 seed. And your ass will be getting that fire. So be the child of the Father, have that spiritual mindset. Let's keep reading. And if Christ be if Yah be in you, or you want to say Yeshua be in you, or Christ, but I'm just gonna say if Yeshua be in you, the body is dead because of what? Sin. But let's keep reading. But the spirit is life because of what? Righteous. And how you be righteous? Having a spirit mindset as what you're doing, following the law, statute, commandment of the Father and the Son. Let's keep reading. But if the spirit of him that rises up, Yeshua, from the dead dwell in you, he that rises up, who? Yeshua, from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwell in you. Let's keep going. Therefore, brethren, we are delivered not to the what? Flesh, to live after the flesh. Let's keep going, because you don't live after the flesh, you live in the flesh. Let's keep reading. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the spirit do what? Modify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. That means that you got to have that spiritual mindset, doing laws, statutes, commandments, for you can get that spiritual body with that spiritual mindset. Israel is perishing right now because they don't have that. They gone with the ways of the world. And let me talk about the ways of the world for a moment, if you don't mind, Israel. See, they trying to do away with man. When I say do away with man, look at all the things that going around. And right now, I'm just talking about the males. I'm not about to talk about the queens or the females right now. I'm talking about males. Because the Father gave this word to us to do what? Ever since the beginning, to follow, to obey, and teach Israel. this word. He gave Adam the word first. But what Adam did, he didn't teach the word to his queen, to his wife, Eve. He didn't teach the word to her. He let Eve run rapidly. He let Eve run wild. So we saw what happened in that situation. But now, let's talk about the situation going on now. See, right now, in Israel, all the males, not all the males, but majority of the males, they soft. And by being soft, they love the praise of Satan and doing what Satan doing. I'm talking about some brothers in the truth, supposed to be in the truth. And I ain't talking about these worldly folk, because we know they gone. We do not follow the ways of the heathen. If you are Israelite, they're doing what the heathen do, guess what? You a heathen too. I'm sick of seeing all these damn black Israelite men's being funny, being faggish, and all that extra stuff that's going on. And that's upset me. You know, because if we don't have a man to be straight and make what children, or else be husbands to Israelite queen, what they doing? Destroying the population. You won't have no damn population. Because can no man be with a man and bear a child? Can a woman be with a woman and bear a child also? Abomination, that's what the Father said. So why are people not getting this? They not getting this situation. Because it's sad they ain't getting it. And it really bothered me, because all I see is black males being little puppets, being flunkies, clowns, clown activity, peak panting wearing ass brothers. And that do something to me. Because we supposed to be leaders. We supposed to lead the queens. We supposed to lead the children. But how we gonna lead them when we ain't got nobody that want to say nothing? We got a few brothers who want to say something. And they do say stuff. And a lot of us say things. But majority of them that can will not say nothing because they don't want to get deactivated from their mouths. See, got to get with the program. See, people worrying about multiple wives and all that. Nobody got time to worry about that. They trying to stop the male Israelite race. That's what we need to worry about. That's what we need to start getting on. That's what we need to start getting right. Because it's a damn shame that all these males want to be with males. They ain't talking about the queens today. I'm talking about the males right now. Who supposed to be the leader of what? Judah. We need to get our black kings in order. Starting now. The time is now. Because we see what the world doing. But let me get back to the lesson real quick, because it's not going to be long. Let me get on back into it. So we're going to move to Philippians, same chapter, verse 6. Chapter 2, verse 6. And we're going to talk about this. Yeshua being in the form of Yah did not thought to be equal with the Most High Israel. So I hear a lot of brothers, they be saying they gonna do better works and all that. I hear that. But when the son said he was in the form of a what? Of his father. So that made him what? A God, but he said he was better. But keep talking. Let's get into this situation. Let's talk about it real quick, Israel. I want to talk about it. Let's read that verse, verse chapter 2, Philippians, verse 6. Let's get into it. Who being in the form of Yah, thought it not robbery to be equal with Yah. Even the son wasn't trying to be equal with Yah. Yeshua wasn't trying to be equal with his Father, Most High. And I hear people always saying they gonna be better. How? Show me. But let's get into that a little bit. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4 real quick. If you don't mind, it was real. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. We're gonna get into. All right. So let's get to it. It's gonna be 4 through 7. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 4 through 7. In whom the God of this world, we know who the God of this world is. Let's keep reading. Had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of what? Of the glorious gospel of who? Yeshua. Who is the image of who? The Most High Yah. Should shine what? Into them. This word, you got to speak it. This is this spiritual, this meat right here we talking about. And you get you some of these steaks. Let's keep going. For we preach not what? Ourselves. We ain't preaching about ourselves. A lot of brothers preach about themselves all the time, but know this word is for who? The Most High gave this word for us to give to our people. You ain't preaching about yourself. You're preaching about what the Father and the Son did, not yourself. Let's keep reading. But Yeshua, the what? Lord and our slaver, your servant. Ourselves your servant. For who? Yeshua sake. We what? Servants. What did he tell you in Matthew? The servant can't be what? Greater than what? The master? Get the word. Get it. Understand through all things. Understand this book right here. Let's keep reading. Let's keep getting it. For Yahoo what? Commanded the light to shine out of the darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yah in the face of Yeshua. That's all the way back in Genesis 1 right there, my people. Let's keep reading though. But we have this treasure. This treasure already. We already got it. Let's keep reading. In earthly vessel, this dirt, this body was made from dirt in this vessel. Let's keep going. That exceedingly of the power may be of Yah and not of us. What is saying? Not of us? Oh, all right. I just want you to get that right there. Just get it, it's not of us. This word is of the Father. So we teach this word of the Father, not of us. Get through your head, Israel. Get through your heart. Let's get it. So we're gonna move along. We're gonna go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter. Let's go to 1 Peter. Family, let's go to 1 Peter, Royal Family. Like I said, this lesson ain't gonna be long. We're gonna get to the point in our situation today. All right. And we're gonna start at verse 19. Okay. But with the precious blood of who? Yeshua, as what? A lamb without blemish, without spot. Let's keep reading. Who verily was formed or ordained before the what? Foundations of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you, for us, Israel. Let's keep reading. All right. Who by him do believe in Yah that rise him up from what? The dead, and gave him glory that dead, and gave him glory that your faith and hope might be in Yah, seeing ye have purified your souls in obedience the truth through the Spirit unto what? Unfree love thy brother. The brother, seeing that ye love one another with a pure heart, being born again, not of what? Corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of who? Yah, which liveth and abide forever. His word provide forever. That's why you gotta get the spirit mindset. Let's keep reading, family. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass, that the grass wither and the flower thereof fall away. But the word of the Most High endure forever, and this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. That's why the Father gave this word to his Son to give to the apostle, till they wrote it and gave it back to us. Not to think we better than the word. Teach this word. I think you better than your brother. Teach this word. This word is all about the Most High and his Son talking about us as Israel to get it together. Israel, we got to get it together. All that playing around, we got to cease that. Let's get it together. Time out for all that. Time out, Israel. Get it together. Yes, indeed. Let's jump back in Philemon chapter 2 and verse 7. Let's get into it. But made himself no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of what? Man. So Israel, let's talk about that. He made in the likeness of man. Let's go to Romans 8 and 3 real quick. Romans 8 and 3. Romans 8 and 3. All right. For what the law could not do, in that it was weakened through what? The flesh, Yah sent his own Son in the likeness of a sinful flesh. That's what we have. Let's keep going. And for sin, condemn sin in the flesh. That's why he had to send his Son. He couldn't send him as God. He had to send him as a sinful flesh Israelite as ourselves. And he bared our sins and still bear them to this day. Because that's what our people do. And we working on it. We trying to get better at it. Not sinning. Keeping these law, keeping these statutes, keeping these commandments. Doing what the Father said and ordained us to do. But let's go to Acts chapter 13 real quick. Acts chapter 13 real quick. Ease there real quick. And I'm going to read one verse out of Acts chapter 13. It will be verse 39. We're going to read verse 39. And by him all that believe are justified from all things from which ye could not be justified by what? The law of Moses. So, okay, family. What I'm trying to get y'all to see, what the Father just told you. Law of Moses, okay, that's a wrap. You gonna do what the Son, that Yeshua said do. Not what Moses said do, what Yeshua said do. You gonna follow the law that his Father gave him when he came down here in that flesh, took on our sins. So you gonna follow that law. You need to get back to that law. You know what I'm saying? Stop living in traditions of man's. Because in the truth is a tradition of man too. Because we see a lot of, not going to even say names today, but we see a lot of people in the truth have their own traditions. Instead of doing what the book say do. But we're going to ease on, Israel. Like I say, I ain't going to hold y'all long. And we're going to get to verse 8, chapter 2 and verse 8 in Philippians. We're going to be done. We're going to wrap this lesson right on up today. Like I said, it's not going to be a long lesson. Let's get into it. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself. What else he do, Israel? And became obedient unto what? Death. Even the death of what? The cross. So Israel, can you humble yourself? Can you be obedient? Can you be obedient to yourself, to the cross, as the Son did? As so we have to be, and how we have to do also. So Israel, what I'm saying is, it's time out for all the playing, all the lying around. Time to feed this spirit and meat. And that's the book. All that drinking milk, all that done for. Like the lesson said, let eat meat, Israel. For the spirit is hungry. We got to feed the spirit. The spirit man got to be fed, and everything start on the inside and work your way outwardly. If you ain't feeding this spirit meat, which is this book right here, what you doing, Israel? If you ain't feeding, you can't feed it in none of your people. Let's get it. We ain't got no more time to plan. But Israel, with that said, I love all y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Hope everything go well with you and your family, because we all family, war family. And like I say always, nothing but love this way, Israel. With that said, peace and blessing. Shalom.